Welcome back to Leonard Brothers Game. I am David.
I am John.
We're playing more Mario 64.
Yes, we are.
And talking about...
Dungeons and Dragons.
Because they're not related, we don't care.
Yeah, whatever. We're running out of content to actually talk about, so...
Keep talking about that, the rooms.
Yes, okay,
so... describe the rooms.
In my Dungeons and Dragons campaigns, there is a castle underneath, or built within a mountain. And it's because a stupid king and queen were drawing from the deck of many things, and the king decided, okay, he got a card that gave him a free keep, and he pointed towards the mountain and I said, I want it over there. And so the keep popped within the mountain. So I was like, okay, great. Now I have to dig my way into there. So I paid a bunch of dwarves. The dwarves came for their last payment, and the king's like, no, we don't want to pay you. And so they ended up getting killed by the Weird Campaign people. And so their kin came back and in order to try to get revenge for their brothers having been killed. Oh, that didn't turn out well at all.
Ah!
Oh my.
Anyways, you already talked about that. You're talking about the rooms.
Yeah, right? Well, I'm building up to that again.
Okay.
I guess I didn't watch the last episode.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, you should.
Well, you should
watch every episode in order.
Please. Yeah. So, then they came back. Yeah, the other dwarves, they came and tried to fight, and of course they ended up losing. One escaped, so he could tell the tale, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And the other ones were all just slaughtered because there's no fire sorcerer in the group.
Mm-hmm.
And in the heat of combat, the king and queen both escaped. The king left the castle in order to become a Grimweird, I think it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up meeting with the evil group later on. And the evil group basically was told by him, hey, go back to my castle. There's a bunch of rats there. I don't like them there, so go kill them. And okay, neat.
That's all it took.
Yeah. And so they went back to there, and what had happened inside the castle with the queen was that she had a pair of secret magic rooms that are magically linked, in that if you put one person in one room, another person in the other room, you could change the rate of time that would go through.
Mm-hmm.
And that there was a big old switch between them, where when the doors were closed, and depending on where the switch was, it would multiply the time in one room and turn into a fraction of the time in the other room. So you could have like 1/10 of the time that goes on in one room and 10 times the time in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 minute would turn into 6 seconds, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a 1/10 of a minute. Yeah. In one room, and it would turn into 10 minutes in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so basically, all the queen did was take a little elven boy, which of course elves having nice long lifespan, was convenient.
Yeah.
And so she had him go into the accelerated speed time room, and she went into the fraction time room.
Mm-hmm.
And so 100 years later,
yeah,
that ended up passing 1,000 years for the elven boy.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up, of course, coming out as being a very, very elderly man.
Oh, I didn't quite make it. Well, I can just get another life. Right.
Did you?
Right? No. Anyways, I can put another one.
And only passed for her 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, for some reason, the even though they were the evil campaign, they still permitted the queen to leave.
Yeah, we don't know why.
Yeah, they didn't kill her. And so she ended up leaving sort of saying, "Hey, I'll be back, and I want my castle back." You know?
Mm-hmm.
And they end up finding this time room, and one of the players is playing a dragon shaman. And through a series of strange events, he is able to get a dragon egg. And it just so happens to be of the same type of dragon to which he worships.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Isn't that convenient?
Convenient, indeed.
Convenient.
Mm-hmm.
So, he went in the room with the egg.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he is also an elf. So, he is able to, have a very long lifespan. So, he is like, okay, well, how about I just sit in the room with the dragon, and we both grow old together. Or
Yep.
at least grow older together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very old.
Well, I think
About 50 years or
I think more like 100 years.
100 years?
I forget exactly.
It was a long time.
Yeah, very long
It
time.
took like 9 days. 9
Yeah.
days of real time. To
9
do
days
it.
in game time. Yeah. So basically, that player ended up playing as the Warforge instead, while he was waiting for his dragon to stop cooking, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he came out, he would then be a young adult dragon, which was that's awesome, man.
I know.
Which was like a large size. He was only
Oh, I knew it was going to happen.
5 feet by 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's large enough to be, dangerous and still be able to carry stuff and have a good amount of powers.
Mm-hmm.
But not so large that he's like unwieldy. He can still get through doors. So he has to walk straight through them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that other one I think has a star too. If I talk to him, that Toad has another star. Hey, Toad.
Punch him. Yeah.
Give me a star. Or not. Maybe the Toad in the next level has a star. I don't remember. Anyways, there are like 3 or 4 Toads that have stars.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, they came out of the time room finally, and he had a nice large blue dragon.
Yeah.
Yes. So they've been having fun working with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What else do you want me to talk
Let's see. Other weird things have happened.
Oh yeah, so yeah, with the Mansfield Industries.
Yeah.
Or the Smithville. They ended up converting the city into a big old train system because they could essentially just use the electrified fence that they already had as kind of like railroad tracks, and like I said, the buildings were already kind of like railway carts anyways, so they just were linked together, and they were able to cobble together a sort of steam engine out of the control room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think they were able to finally fix the rod so it could teleport again, but they decided, we'll just leave it as a train. That's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things we've gotten that we never really did anything with, like the, I think the Evil campaign picked up a giant, like, flying whale that we never copied down the stats to, so I never could really use because I never looked up any of the details.
An Elsewhale, I think it was.
An Elsewhale, yeah. I should have used this one. This one's a lot closer. There we go. I can just hop right in and get that star. Whee!
Yeah.
So there was that thing.
So yeah, there's that. And so they ended up setting that up basically in front of their newly acquired...
Oh, I missed it!
Their newly acquired castle with the mountain castle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's also I forget what Toontown.
Toontown.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guys with all the bards.
Yeah. Well,
Town filled with bards are like useless, and they had a whole bunch of goblins in their prison.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Two Towns supposed to be like the governor? You had the rip off
Yeah.
of Walking Dead with the governor in there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, first, he was just playing a mayor.
Mayor,
You know?
yeah. But
And
his
then-
personality was, I'm the governor. And
Yeah.
an eye patch and
Yeah.
everything, and you...
Then he ended up getting renamed the governor.
Yeah.
And of course, that was especially when Franklin was like, no, I will not permit references. No, do not.
Oh, I missed it again!
You did.
I
Congratulations.
did! I'm walking right into it,
Yes,
and yet
you
it
are,
flips me
and
right
yeah.
past.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep trying until I get it.
Awesome.
I'm not awesome. You can keep talking.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, they ended up going into town and they killed the governor.
Yeah.
And all of his support.
Which is a shame because he's my favorite character in the show.
Yes.
I don't care if he's evil and crazy. He's like the most lovable character.
Most lovable character. Lovable.
Mm-hmm.
You're crazy.
I know I am. So is he. Which is why I love him so much. And he plays the doctor. Well, a doctor.
A doctor, yeah.
Who's not really the doctor.
No. That doctor, yeah.
But it'd be cool if it was. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm trying to see if I can, like, stand here. No, it just pushes me out. I gotta jump straight up, I think. Stand in the middle.
You didn't walk
I jump,
far
like,
enough
forward. I didn't far enough forward. Yeah. Like, it only has just enough time to get down there.
Yeah. To get right underneath it.
Yeah.
You got...
Right close.
This is entertaining to watch.
I know. I mean, think
Yes.
how much progress other Let's Players do. This is the first real Let's Play we've done. This is the longest amount of time we have spent on one game. The most progress we have made on one game. We've had... This is our 11th episode, and we already have 32 stars. 32 stars! That's pretty good for playing for like an hour. Yeah. We start out with one. We start out with one star, and we've gotten 31 stars.
I wasn't here for the beginning of the one episode, so okay.
Yeah, yeah. So from scratch, I'd say we're making a lot of good progress. I mean, once we get into, like, you know, stars 40 or star 50, probably won't make that much. Alright,
finally. All
we
right.
got it.
Yeah, somehow I'm just staying in one spot again.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, even though it would have been shot.
Somehow, yeah. Save and continue.
Okay, so, apparently there's some sort of like a tracking device kind of thing inside of Smithville, because suddenly a large aircraft appears.
Yeah.
Surprisingly looking a lot like the aircraft, the Serenity from Firefly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so Malcolm Reynolds comes out and asks, where the boss is. And of course, they're like, well, we're in control now. What do you want? And he just says, hey, I'm here on behalf of Mansfield Industries. I'm just here to make the transfers.
Mm-hmm.
Smithville makes the weapons. They sell the weapons. So they got to have the weapons in order to sell them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they say, okay, well, never mind then. How about we just leave you this, Mansfield Industries box then, and let's just be on our way then.
And we negotiated for the extra thing on top of it.
In order to...
There's a medallion you put on top of an amulet or something.
In order to get a better deal on your sales on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also to make the math easier for when I actually put stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also allows me to get more stuff too, right? It unlocked the weird items.
The multiverse
stuff, yeah. Well, you can talk about some of the stuff we've had with the multiverse. The Clockwork. We've been there twice. The Clockwork world.
It's like, that's just a confusing place, though. Like,
oh, yeah.
One of the, universes in D&D, one of the domains, is just a clockwork place where, like, everything is, it's like lawful neutral. And not necessarily good or bad. It's just, but everything has to have an order and rules about everything.
Yes.
And so, it's just very confusing. I don't like to go there.
Yeah. Things are going a little long in this episode, 15 minutes here. So until next time, happy gaming.